All right. Welcome back to our Enterprise Co-working Community Spotlight. I'm Amy Harold. I'm the community manager at our Greenwood Village location. And I'm really excited this month. I'm going to be talking to one of our newest members out here, Amy Dorsey, who is the managing director of Dorsey Pictures. Now, I have to add on to the introduction for you. You guys are, let's see, one of the largest producers of outdoor adventure television. And some of the shows, just from doing a little background for you guys, Building Off the Grid, Building Alaska, Accident, Suicide, or Murder on Oxygen. I'm like the biggest fan of true crime, so love that. And then Dog the Bounty Hunter, like a new show called Dogs Most Wanted. And then you guys have shows on several different networks, History Channel, Discovery, HGTV, Oxygen, National Geographic, Nat Geo Wild, Destination America Travel, etc. Like amazing little introduction for you guys. So I am thrilled to talk to you, and our members have been peeking like, who is in that office? So thank you again for sitting down with me. So Amy, tell me a little bit about the company and what you guys do and your role and yeah.
Well, thanks, Amy. That was a great introduction. You kind of did my work for me there, but yes. Dorsey Pictures has been around for about 20 years now, and we do reality television. As you mentioned, we have outdoor adventure shows. We do a lot in the build and renovation space for Magnolia, and used to be DIY and HGTV. We love true crime. We do a lot in the true crime space. And we have a film division as well called Mission Partners Entertainment Group. And we produce full-length IMAX natural history films as well. So
cool.
We are so happy to be here in our new space in Greenwood Village. We moved from Castle Rock. It's just a much more centrally located area for our employees, although most of our guys are out in the field or in a studio somewhere and doing that. So they're back and forth. So your space allows us to have enough space, but not too much space for when people are in the office. And we're just happy to be here. So I am the managing director. I'm also the owner, CEO, along with my husband, Chris Dorsey.
Amazing. And let's see, you guys, you were saying have been in the business for 20 plus
a long
years.
I don't want to give away my age, but let's just say 20 plus years we've been
amazing.
In this. So a very long time, yes.
And what is there anything that sets you guys apart from other companies or you know, in Denver and the film production community, like locally? Maybe you can talk about
yeah, I'd like to say that we do specialize in outdoor adventure. That's what we know. If it's in the wild, you know, most networks look to Dorsey to produce that type of content. There are some other major, I don't know if everyone knows this, but there are some other production companies, major production companies here in Denver. There's one called Citizen Pictures. They do a lot in the food space. And then there's one called High Noon, and they also do a lot of home renovation shows. But we started out in LA more than 20 years ago, and then decided that, my goodness, everybody's on an airplane anyway. We love the outdoors. We love Denver, so we brought things to Denver. You can just as easily drive out to DIA as LAX and get on a plane and go do what you need to do. I think what makes us unique, however, is our connection with the middle of the country. So we're not in LA, we're not in New York, while we do have an office in both places, very small, just to keep up with our network connections there. We like being in the heartland. We like being in middle America. We find better talent in the middle of the country, and just the connections are far better for us here.
Interesting. It kind when I saw that you guys were one of the largest producers of the outdoor adventure kind of programs, it kind of clicked and made a lot of sense to me that you guys must be lovers of that, and hence living in Colorado where, we're spoiled with.
Absolutely. And also, I will tell you, being in Colorado has been a great recruiting asset. We talk to folks all the time who are jealous that we get to not only live here, but work here and make it all work. And they would like to be here as well. So, a lot of times we get asked, like, how can you find production people to work in Denver? And it's like, we have no problem recruiting for folks to come and work out of a Denver location.
That's awesome. And I know a little bit about some like film industry stuff in Denver, and I know there is a pretty big community for that. So
there is, and I would say all aspects. There's a lot of advertising commercial kind of production that happens. That's not one of our specialties, but there is a lot of that. In the Denver area, there is a lot of television production. I'm not as familiar with the film production community. Our partners are primarily in Toronto and Los Angeles for those types of things, but I will take your word for it. I'm sure there's a lot of that going on here as well. So,
awesome. Let's see. And then what made you guys choose Enterprise?
Well, we toured and interviewed a lot of different spaces. We like the location. We liked you. We love the space, the energy here. It's light, it's bright. There's a lot of interesting people here. And it felt like a good fit. So there was a 3-person kind of selection team that came from Dorsey and looked at a lot of different spaces, and it was a unanimous decision that Enterprise was to be our new home.
Well, that's great. I love hearing that. Thank you so much. And yeah, we're just excited to have you guys on board. And I think you're going to be a great group to have in the building. I think people are interested to meet some of you and learn more about the company and what you guys do. So yeah, this is great. Thank you.
Looks like there's a lot of opportunity for collaboration here. So thank you for having us.
One last thing, if speaking directly to all of our viewers that watch our spotlight here, is there anything you want to tell them about your company, or maybe some up and coming things you might have in the works that you want to talk about?
Sure. So our next IMAX film is called Secrets of the Great Salt Lake. We're in production with that now. I think everyone will be fascinated, as I was, to learn all about the secrets of the Great Salt Lake. So many things are happening out there that impact not only the environment and the climate, but just some very interesting things. So look out for that in 2024 as a premiere. We have a brand new series on the Weather Channel called Search Party with Brandon Jordan. It's all about underwater treasure hunting, so that's exciting. And then Maine Cabin Masters is coming back for its 15th season, so we're thrilled about that. But what I would say to the community is we're always looking for great ideas. We're always looking for great talent. So if you know some quirky individuals that you think are made for television, give us a call. We'd love to hear about it.
Okay, thank you so much. I can't wait to watch the thing about the Salt Lake. That sounds really interesting. Such a weird place. I mean, it's beautiful, but it's
beautiful, but very different.
So. Very different, exactly. All right, Amy Dorsey, thank you so much again for sitting down with me and introducing yourself and your company to the community here. You can look them up on the website, dorseypictures.tv, if you want to look into more of the programs that they produce. And yeah, if you have any good ideas, shoot Amy an email. All right.
Thanks, Amy.
Yeah, thank you so much. All right, that's it for our community spotlight. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Thanks. Bye.